All right, here's a quick example on Mayan, and Mayan, remember, is modified base 20, so they kind of group by 20s, but then there's that 18 in there to equal 360, 360, probably because of the days of the year, at least what they thought. And then if we take 360 times 20, that would be what, 7,200 up here. So it's kind of nice to know what things are worth. And again, they wrote things going up. All right, so let's look at this. So you want to look at what you can make here. So again, kind of a flat, although more of a rectangle, but yeah, it's like a flat. So it looks like, what, 2 of those would fit in there. And again, you can do long division, or you can just kind of look at it. But so if 2 of them go in there, 720, I get 222, which again, there's not enough for another. So I know I'm going to have 2 of these guys. All right, for that place value. Okay, so then I'm going to take my leftover blocks, which is 222, and divide it by 20 to figure out how many of those go in there. And so it looks like another one. I don't know why I wrote that, but that's fine. And a remainder of 2. So 11 of those go in there. And then the last thing is there's 2 blocks left over, so those would be my singles. All right, now again, they don't have these numerals like we do, so we would do 2 dots for the 2 in that place value. 11 would be a, what, 5, 10, and then there's 11, and then 2 again. And so this would be how they would write that in Mayan numbers. All right, and then to convert out, let me go down a little bit. Say you're given something like, I don't know, this, and then maybe this, and then maybe something like that. All right. And so then what you want to do to go out of theirs into ours is, again, convert it to the place value. All right. So this lowest place is their singles. So this would be 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, which again in base 20 is fine because they would regroup when they hit 20. This would be 3 of that, and this would be 5. But again, these are like how many of that unit, how many of that unit, how many of the units. So we still need to multiply it by the place value. Now these are singles, so that's fine. These are in their first place value after singles, so they would be worth 20, so the first power. And then this is in their next place value, which again isn't 20 by 20, but it is 20 by 18 is the value of those. So again, I can add these up. So I have 5 sets of 360, 3 sets of 20, and then my 17, which are already singles. All right, so let's look. What does that equal? And I don't have a calculator, but 0. This would be what, 30. So what I'm doing here is some mental math. So this would be 0, 30, 0, and then 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1,800 there. All right, and then this would be 60 and 17. So if I add it up, that would be 1877. So 1,877 would be what that number is to us. So again, understanding the place value and that it means 3 sets of that. These are 3 longs, and each long would have 20 in it. This is 5 cube shapes, although they're not perfectly, or no. Sorry, I misspoke. These would be longs. These would be flats, but they're not truly, you know, squares. They're more kind of rectangular, but we would compare them to what we call as a flat. So figure out the value, how many there are, value, how many there are, and so forth, and then just total it all up. So that would be your answer for that.